G'day, this is my new pulse motor Bedini setup. Got my 12 volt run battery here. Comes through to my new and improved Bedini circuit, which I'll be showing you in a second. Runs through to the double coil system. Got a nice little reed switch here, which can be adjusted. Time the pulses. Just runs through into a bridge rectifier, then into a 400 volt cap. This capacitor is 20 UF, so 20 microfarads. This little nifty thing I knocked up the other day. This is its circuit right here. So we've got a run battery, power transistor, 100 ohm resistor, 1K potentiometer or variable resistor. My little reed switch, which is this thing here. It's going into the pulse coil, the power coil. These coils are double wound or bifilar. You can't really see it there. That's what this second one is, which is just picking up the back EMF or the radiant spikes, running into a bridge rectifier, which is that just there, just 4 diodes. I think they're 4001s. Come down into a 90 volt neon, and I mean at this point these are my 2 outputs. I can really put anything I want there. So I can either put a cap or, you know, my charge battery or whatever I want. So I'm just going to fire it up. As we can see here, I've got a little LED light here, which I hadn't put into the diagram, but it would be in line here in series with these resistors here. Just obviously as the magnets pass the reed switch, it's just there to time the pulses really. It's good to have. My potentiometer just sort of acts as a speed control, obviously just applying more or less resistance to the circuit. So we'll get it fired right up. Get it going at top speed. Now I've also noticed with the rotor here, it likes to be quite heavy. I think once it gets going, it sort of relies on momentum to make it go faster. So yeah, if anyone's out there, I'd recommend, you know, having a play around with weighting your rotor over here and stuff like that. Obviously, once you build up momentum, you know, you just need a little bit just to pulse it along, just to keep pushing it. So, yeah. Now here's my 90 volt neon globe, and it doesn't light up until, obviously, it gets 90 volts. So, I guess this is just proving that these radiant spikes do come in very high voltage. Yeah, which I find a bit strange, but. Alright, I'll get it fired up. See it lighting up there slightly. Alright, so now this cannot get lit up without 90 volts. So what I'm going to do is just connect the cap up to it, and act sort of like as a buffer, and it'll glow really nicely. There we go. Alright, I'll just stop it and we'll take some readings. Alright, I've got my multimeter connected up to my run battery. So you can see it's sitting on 11.67 volts at the moment. Got the multimeter hooked up in series now, just so I can test the current draw. It's starting to go. Our neon going. Just wait for it to speed up a bit. So we're drawing 0.56 amps, or 570 milliamps. It's not much, it's a pretty efficient motor. Just discharge this cap. I'm just going to take a reading over it from start. Alright, so we just want to take a reading across this capacitor. Alright, get it started up. You see instantly we've got sitting on 56 volts. What I'll do is I'll just turn it off for a sec. Discharge this cap by shorting it out. Back to 0. Turn the resistance down. Now you'll notice the neon won't turn on until it gets to about 65, 70, 80, 90. There we go. You see it flash and then come back down? 70 volts. Alright, so that at least needs 70 volts to get activated from the cap. Alright, I'll turn it up a bit. So see, it's holding it a lot better now. And this cap just sort of regulates the voltage going into this thing. Makes it glow really nice. Okay, so now I'm just going to remove this neon globe and we'll see how quickly it shoots up. We're going at max speed at the moment. Let's have a look how quickly it shoots up from 57 volts. You can see the got it on the 500 volt setting. Just going to pull it out. You see that shoot up to around 300 volts. There we have it, 300 volts, coming from 12 volts DC. If anyone can explain why this is happening, it'd be much appreciated. Obviously, if I was just to hook that battery right up to that capacitor, the most it can charge it to is 12 volts. So I'm just going to take it off. I'm just going to show you the radiant discharge out of the capacitor. What Bedini calls the radiant discharge. Let's do this by shorting it out. And I always get a bit of a fright when I do this. Now you wouldn't want to get your fingers caught between these two things. That thing's got bloody 300 volts in it right now. Right, here we go. As you can see, a lot of energy in there.
Yo, it's a chronic intoxication. The rhythms of the mind got your heartbeat racing. Yo, it's a chronic intoxication. Free yourself of limits, never stops in place. Yo, it's a chronic intoxication. The music of the mind got your heartbeat racing. Said that it's a chronic intoxication. Free yourself of limits so you'll never stop. This reminds me of old times, and mine is a terrible thing. I never thought that I'd rise to be a lyrical king, but yo, to everyone's surprise, I'm alive and kicking. Got a voyeuristic mind, I gotta watch when I'm thinking. My reflections are eternal. Quali told me once in a song, it might as well have been the gift from the goals. There's certain lessons that I'm taking to the grave, yo. Enough of it all, give me the ball, let me take it to the